The cameras didn't just capture a movie premiere in Venice, they captured a very deliberate moment. Brad Pitt, at 60, stepping onto one of the most watched red carpets in the world with Ines de Ramon by his side, not as a rumor, not as a whisper, but as a clear statement. This wasn't accidental, and it wasn't just about a film. It was about timing, image, and control of a narrative that's followed him for years. Under the lights of the 81st Venice Film Festival, Pitt appeared relaxed, confident, and visibly at ease. No grand speeches, no forced gestures, just a calm presence that suggested something settled rather than something to prove. And standing next to him was Ines de Ramon, elegant but understated, someone who didn't pull focus yet somehow completed the picture. For the first time since his long and very public divorce, this felt intentional. But the real story didn't stop with who he arrived with. Just steps away were George and Amal Clooney, turning the premiere into something closer to a quiet power circle than a celebrity spectacle. Two couples, each representing a very different version of stability, success, and public life, all framed against the backdrop of a film that's about cleaning up messes no one else wants to deal with. That contrast matters. Because while Wolf's is a slick crime caper on screen, what unfolded off-screen was about reputation management in the most subtle way possible. Pitt wasn't answering questions. He wasn't revisiting the past. He was letting the image speak, and that image was calm, polished, and forward-looking. Ines de Ramon's presence added another layer. She isn't an actress chasing headlines. She isn't part of Hollywood's usual ecosystem. A jewelry designer with a low public profile, she represents something quieter, more private, and that choice alone signals a shift. Moving in together earlier this year was already a step. Walking a red carpet like this made it unmistakably public, but without turning it into spectacle. Meanwhile, Amal Clooney's appearance reminded everyone how carefully some couples manage visibility. Her bright yellow dress stood out, yes, but it wasn't about fashion alone. It reinforced a long-established image of partnership, purpose, and balance. And standing next to George, who shares the screen with Pitt in Wolf's, the symmetry was impossible to miss. The film itself mirrors that energy. Two seasoned professionals, both highly paid, both insisting on a theatrical release even as the industry shifts. Reports of massive budgets and strategic release decisions quietly hung over the event. Apple's choice to limit the cinema run in the US, while sending the film straight to streaming elsewhere, says a lot about where modern Hollywood is headed, and how even star power now plays by different rules. Yet none of that overshadowed the real takeaway from the night. This wasn't about box office predictions or fashion breakdowns. It was about how public figures close chapters without announcing it. No statements. No explanations. Just presence, posture, and who you choose to stand next to when the cameras are watching. And that raises a bigger question, not just about Brad Pitt, but about celebrity culture itself. When someone stops reacting and starts curating silence, what are they really saying?